I wanted to take you on a little whirlwind tour of some inspirational people who have made products already. Some of them are people that I've bought products from, some are people that I've worked with and helped them to bring those products to reality, and some of them are people that I've just come across. I'll leave you to work out which ones they are. So let's start with the Talented Ladies Club. So this is the Talented Lady in particular. And this started as a blogging site for women who wanted to be taken seriously in the world and try to run a small business or have an effective career. So there were lots of support things there, and it still has millions of articles. So from that start of doing a blogging magazine type site, Hannah, the Talented Lady in particular here, wanted to bring some money in. And she's built up over the years a whole range of different courses. Not terribly expensive. I think that's one at £199. Most of them are about £45. But she's been able to develop lots and lots of courses, all aimed at her target audience. People who want to get out there and sell, build their business. So you see she's got on there about building your first course. So this is Jill Edwards, who runs comedy courses and has done for the last 30 years. And she's got lots of famous comedians who have been on her courses. So let's have a look at Jill's product ecosystem. So she's got everything from short courses and tasters, general stand-up comedy courses, intensive comedy course. So this is instead of going once a week for 12 weeks, you go for a whole week, and she brings people to Brighton from all around the world to come to her comedy course. She does that, looks like twice a year. Oh no, once a year. So that's one of her long courses. So you get the idea. She's also got a productised service of private comedy lessons. And since the pandemic, she's launched some online courses, but she didn't just call it the online version of my usual face-to-face course. She called it the Jill Edwards International Comedy Course, which I really like. That's good. You'll also see that Jill has a few odd bits and pieces. So she does some corporates, and she runs a Comic Boom, which is a comedy club here in Brighton. So she's got this range of different courses. What isn't so much mentioned on her website is that I know that Jill's also got this advanced comedy course that you have to have done one of the other courses in order to go on to the advanced course. She doesn't sell that on the website. You have to be invited because you have to have been to her other starter courses before you can go on it. And that's the one which is her ongoing, recurring, people stay for 2 or 3 years in the advanced comedy course. So very, very clever, very nice. Then we've got, this is a course that I've taken. It's not really a course, so it's a slightly unusual setup where you get billed every year, I think, and you have membership of this mental model club. And it's a discussion once a month of different sorts of mental models. You'll see that I've learnt some stuff, stolen it, and passed that on to you around mental models. So it's one person talking about mental models, the power of mental models and how they can help you in depth once a month. And I just pay every year, and sometimes I watch it and sometimes I don't. But there's lots and lots of really high quality, useful stuff there. So that's a good example of a membership access version of courses. So you see how you can mix and match some of these? The guy behind the Mental Models Club also has this program called Seminal. I quite like this big picture of a lion. And this is a course which I took a couple of years ago, and it helps you to become a better writer, and in particular to get your writing seen very, very widely. He calls it viral traffic. And so this is a higher value course. I paid, I think, £1,500 for it, and it's now $10,000 to join this. So it's a taught course, small cohort, so it's a group program, I suppose I would call it, rather than a course. So you see how he can take people from the Mental Model Club, which I think is $95 for a year, and those people get into him, develop trust, and then maybe he sells them the $10,000 premium version. Very nice. Just to give you an example of another mix of productized services and products and one-off consulting in the more traditional model, this is a site called thatexplainsthings.com, run by Nick Parker, who's a very nice man. And he has, so Nick is one of the world's best copywriters. He's in high demand. He was in so much demand that he knew that he couldn't possibly fulfill all the orders that he had for him just writing. So he got more picky about who he was taking on as a writing client, and at the same time came up with this voice box product. So I've got one here. I do my little unboxing video. It's very nice. So this is an example of a physical product that fits with productized services and bespoke products. He could have done this as a digital product, but he didn't want to. So he's got all of these cards, a book, some more cards. It's very nice as a physical product. There's something interesting around that, the fact that if he'd have done it as a digital product, maybe he wouldn't be able to charge £600 for this voice box. There's something around the fact that he's made it a physical product that has allowed him in that area to charge more money. It also means that people who come to him for a smaller piece of work in copywriting, he's especially around developing your tone of voice within copywriting, he's able to say to them, I'm sorry, I'm booked up until September, but maybe you'd like to buy VoiceBox, and you can do that yourself. He also has some productized services of workshops which came out of him developing the VoiceBox product, so that he could use VoiceBox to run effectively the same workshop for all of his clients. He's always got that VoiceBox structure, and he takes his VoiceBox and the cards and does exercises with people. And he's able to do that. It's not boring for him because there's always a different result, and he enjoys working with people. But what he's found is that by developing the product, he's been able to go deeper on his understanding of what tone of voice means. Very nice mix. And then on a much larger scale, we've got copy hackers who started off with some kind of tripwire products of ebooks of how to write copy well, especially conversion copy. So they started off with, I think, 5 ebooks, sold those, and now have grown enormously. They don't sell those ebooks anymore. They've taken them off the market, and they now do a large number of courses. I bought one of their courses, or a bundle of their courses. I think I got 5 for $1,500, and that was about 4 years ago. They've now moved on again and offer a membership so that you get all of their courses as they release them, And the courses are now all aimed at professional copywriters to make you a better copywriter. So they've narrowed in on their target market. They're no longer aiming at entrepreneurs like me. I'm sure I could still buy something. And they have got this membership where you pay, I think, $297 per month to be part of all new releases of courses and their back catalogue of courses. Want to learn more about the art of productizing your expertise? There are new videos here every week. Here are a couple of good ones to get you going.